Good evening. Welcome to Chicago West Side Branch NAACP. I am Phyllis Logan, your host, here for the next 3 months, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. on CAN TV 21. So please let your family, friends know that we will be bringing lots of information, opportunities for access to resources your way. We are a live, interactive talk show, 312-738-1060. And we want to thank CAN TV of Chicago for allowing us, the NAACP, to have a voice here on this channel and to be able to service you by way of informing you. So once again, I'm Phyllis Logan. I've got a very busy agenda here for us this evening. And as always, our information, we are the Chicago West Side Branch. We're located at 5820 West Chicago Avenue. Our phone number is there, 773-261-5890. And if you're a member or not, we host our general membership meetings every first Saturday of the month at 1 p.m. and we are open to the public. So we welcome you. If you're not a member, please join. Membership is power, and we need more voices to help us get to all of the areas of concern for our community. So with that, let's get into our agenda for this evening. I've got 3 or 4 topics I want to bring to you. The first one is that if you are a current homeowner now, and if you're struggling to still meet your mortgage, and at no fault of your own, maybe loss of income, not retirement, but loss of income, lower income, you're not earning as much as you were earning before, we want you to be able to apply for the Illinois hardest hit opportunities that are there for you. This is a program, the Illinois Hardest Hit. They can pay up to $35,000 if you're not in arrear on late pays for more than $35,000. You would qualify for this program if you do have a job, if you're unemployed and you're receiving unemployment benefits, or if you have a lesser paying job. This is a grant program that's there to help keep you in your home for up to $35,000 or until for 18 months or until they've helped you play catch up. And that you can go onto their website. This is the Illinois Hardest Hit, and this is brought to you by the Illinois Housing Development Authority. These are federal funds to help homeowners stay in their home. IllinoisHardestHit.org is the web page you should go on to see if you qualify. You just enter your information. And then someone will return the call, more than likely an assigned housing counselor, to help you get back on track. So that's a very important program. It just started. They just started taking applications this past August. So this is still early. This is March now into April. We're almost certain that all the funds have not gone out, which means that there still should be funds available to assist you to stay in your home. Foreclosures are still escalating. Families are still losing their homes. And there's another phase of a foreclosure type that's hitting many of our communities. I don't know if you guys heard in the Chicagoland, Cook County area last week, where the Cook County property tax sale started just yesterday, the 3rd of April. And we have some legislators who, unbeknownst to us, they changed a law in 2014 to help escalate the process of putting your property taxes, making in a delinquent category, which meant that it gave them more time to sell your property taxes if you had not paid them in a timely fashion. This past week, there's been lots of conversation about families, low-income families, our seniors, elders who are on fixed income, who also may have the lowest base of a tax because they qualify for the senior exemption, homeowner exemption, and then they may also have a freeze on their taxes because they have very low income. Well, many of those elders, as well as regular taxpayers, have been posted there. Your home has been posted on the delinquent property tax list. And this new type of foreclosure crisis is when investors are given the opportunity to buy your back taxes. And when they buy your back taxes, then you're beholden to them. You do have time to redeem your taxes or pay that past due tax bill, but at a cost. So not only do you owe the current taxes or the past due amount, but now you have an interest charge to your tax bill. And we know that many times our seniors, our elders, especially those that are on fixed income, can't possibly afford the tax bill as it exists, forgot to pay it, got other emergencies that came up, hardships that came up, and they were late at paying their taxes, and now that tax bill for that period gets put onto a delinquency list. Well, starting yesterday, investors were signed up and waiting and, posted themselves, registered to bid. Yesterday, they started bidding on those 2015 tax bills that many of our families, friends within the Cook County communities have become delinquent, and those tax bills are now being purchased. There was a program out there a couple of weeks ago, if still not happening today, with one of the Cook County commissioners who had partnered up with a business owner to help defray that cost and is taking applications for families who need the assistance to come in and apply for funding to help them pay that tax bill before it gets sold or bidded on by the investors. So you have to call. I'm going to give you our phone number once again. Call our office so that we can get you more information on this process. 773-261-5890. Call our office so that we can pass you on the information of the commissioner who's trying to assist some families to pay their tax bill, their property tax bill, before it gets sold or bidded on by an investor. This is the other foreclosure crises that we were talking about. This happens every year. If you don't pay your property taxes the year before, and we're talking 2015, now we're into the first installment of 2016 because we're into 2017. Well, a year later, your property taxes will go up for sale, or they will go up for sale at the 90th day, after 90 days of you being delinquent. Hopefully, our state legislators are looking to reverse this law that they put into place in 2014. Hopefully, this law can be suspended and people will not be on that hot list, bid list, for too much longer. We do know that the House of Representatives in Springfield passed the bill just last week. It now has to go to the Springfield and to the senators. The senators have to vote to rescind this law, and then the governor has to sign on it. So we'll bring you updates as we get them. The Senate, as well as the governor, if they sign this by the end of this week, April the 7th, we'll be able to share that information with you to see if this process has saved you more time. The whole purpose of them rescinding this bill is to give you more time to pay that property tax bill from 2015, first and second installment. But you can always go on to the Cook County Treasurer's website, and you can look up your property address as long as you have your PIN number to find out if your taxes are paid or if you're delinquent and if you need to pay them as soon as possible. So that's our fair share of information to you on the property taxes, and know that this is just a new way of investors trying to take you into foreclosure, because an investor can buy your property taxes. You have 2 years to pay that bill up. That means the original bill plus interest that the investor is charging you. You have 2 years to bring your bill back up to date. It will cost you more because you paid it late, and then you'll have the late fees from the Cook County Treasurer's Office. But you have 2 years to redeem your taxes before an investor can claim your house. And that's one way of foreclosing on you. If you don't pay your taxes, they can foreclose for your back taxes. So once again, we need you to call in. We are live and interactive. So give us a call with your questions or comments. 312-738-1060. I am Phyllis Logan, your host with the Chicago West Side Branch NAACP. And then the next area I want to talk about is, we have in Chicago, the Chicago West Side as well as the Chicago South Side, a new initiative that the City of Chicago has implemented. It's a new program. And this is a grant program, but it's geared toward business owners and business property owners. And this is a new grant for some economic development to help revitalize our communities on the west side as well as the south side. So there's the grant is called the Neighborhood Opportunity Fund. We will be hosting, in collaboration with the City of Chicago, as well as the African American Austin Business Network, we will be hosting a forum giving out information to business owners or entrepreneurs who are in rental space and your space needs to be enhanced. Meaning that, you want to change the walls, the carpet, or you're just moving into a rental unit, a business rental space, and you need to enhance it. So what you would have to do is qualify to apply for a grant up to $250,000. If you're a business owner of a mixed-use property, meaning a storefront on the main level and apartments on the second level, the apartments won't qualify for these funds. Only the business space, the commercial space, will qualify. If you're the owner of that property and you're looking to enhance that space so that you can get a new tenant into the business space, you may qualify to get grant funding up to $250,000. Now these are shared dollars, which means that the city will give you a grant for 50% of the work, and then you'll have to come up with the other 50% of the cost of doing the job. There's a lot of pieces to the process, so we invite you this Thursday at 1 p.m. at our office site. Once again, our office address, 5820 West Chicago Avenue. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., we will have presentations from the City of Chicago on how you can qualify to receive grants up to $250,000 to get your business started or get your business space, your commercial space up and running so that you can have a tenant occupy that space. So once again, give us a call, 312-738-1060 if you have questions or comments on what I've shared with you thus far. The other thing that we have on the west side of Chicago, for those of you that are from the west side, there's an opportunity for certain commercial strips, Chicago Avenue being one of them, where our office is located, between Austin Boulevard and Laramie on Chicago Avenue. The city has zoned this strip, this business strip, as a Thrive Zone. So if you're a property owner or a business between Austin and Laramie on Chicago Avenue, there's some additional funding that could be used, that you can use as the property owner of commercial space to help enhance that space as well, so that it too can be occupied by a business, if not yourself. So we'll be giving out that information, but we'll also be talking about how you can qualify. And we will have a program that we're starting. Many of us in the business arena, we're looking to offer technical assistance to individuals, business owners, operators, who need guidance in putting these applications together. So once again, that's this Thursday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Don't get there late, because once we get started on the information and the process of helping you, we don't want to have to stop and start all over. So you're going to miss the best part if you're not there on time when we get started. And we will get started at 1 p.m. So I'm one of those people who always believe in starting on time. So we're going to look for you there. But once again, that's Thursday at 5820 West Chicago Avenue. Even if you are a nonprofit organization, if you're in either the Thrive Zone space between Austin and Laramie on Chicago Avenue, or if you just have a business on the south side or the west side, if you have a nonprofit on the south side or the west side, the neighborhood opportunity funds are set up for you as well as a nonprofit. So we'll once again give you technical assistance, or we will try to register you to receive technical assistance so that you can know how this application process works. And there will be a few business minded people there to assist. Not only just for the property itself, but if you're a nonprofit or a business owner and you're looking to purchase a piece of property, and you qualify up to $250,000 to not only acquire this property but to rehab this property, then the technical assistance is to guide you on how to make that work to your best interest. So this is information you really you can use. This is an opportunity that if you're a business owner or you're the owner of real estate property for commercial businesses, this program is for you. And we have to thank the AAA BNA network for all of their hard work and effort and putting this together with the City of Chicago to bring these opportunities to business owners as well as entrepreneurs on the west side as well as the south side of Chicago. We have got to be a part of revitalizing our community. And what other way to do that is the best way to do that is to have the city give you a leg up, so to speak, to give you some initial support to help you get started. We have got to revitalize our community. The other thing that is happening, which is great news for this area on Chicago Avenue, this business district on Chicago Avenue, is that they are labeling this a certain section between Austin and Central on Chicago Avenue that will now be, or soon to be announced, the Soul City Corridor. I mean, we have Chinatown, we have Little Village, we have some other communities, Humboldt Park. Those areas are signified by a culture of people. This strip between Austin and Central on Chicago Avenue, they will be announcing it soon. But the name that I have that's up and coming is the Soul City Corridor. SOUL, Soul City Corridor. So we're loving it. And we want to say that it's about time because we've been fighting for a designated name for the west side of Chicago for quite a while now. So that's two things. The next area we want to cover is, and we always talk about our blighted communities. We talk about the revitalization of our communities. And many times we are concerned with, why is everyone working to enhance our livelihoods except for us, the people who live in the community? I can always say to people is that, what happens when you can no longer afford to live in Chicago? What happens when you can no longer afford to live in Cook County, Illinois? And the reason why you would no longer be able to do that is because of the increase in the cost, or maybe it's the inability for people to apply to buy decent, affordable housing, to take a stake in ownership. Prices are low right now. We've been saying this since 2008 when the market crashed. There's never been a time to buy a home than now while the prices are low. And when the prices are low, even if the properties need rehab, you still may find yourself in a position where buying now and rehabbing in the same frame is more affordable than waiting for someone else to rehab that property and put it on the market at an investment price, which increases, what properties are selling for and makes it sometimes harder. Makes it sometimes harder for the average person to be able to afford a home. Well, there's talk out there that the prices for home ownership in Chicago in particular, these prices will start skyrocketing. And the question I have to ask you, the consumer, the resident that lives in the city of Chicago right now, what happens when you cannot afford to live in the city of Chicago? And that's a scary picture to try to envision. So we have to encourage people. Now is the time for you to start thinking about, let me see if I can afford to buy while the prices are still low and while the taxes are still low. Let's see if I can qualify to buy a home in the city of Chicago. I'm always pushing the city of Chicago because, like many of you, I love the city of Chicago. It's still affordable for you to own, but many times we have so many bad ill wills of the past. What happened in 2008 was because people were told wrong ways to become homeowners. And many of those homeowners have lost their homes already, are being foreclosed on. The modification process has ended, even though some lenders are still trying to be, open to still process more loan modifications. But when those programs disappear, that means that the market is now looking to resurge. And when it looks to resurge, it's looking for new owners. And this is your time to find out if you qualify to be a homeowner in this year 2017. So once again, give our office a call, 773-261-5890. But also join us on Thursday if you're a business owner at 5820 West Chicago Avenue. But give us a call and see how we can help you. We collaborate with many other nonprofit organizations on the west side as well as for-profits to make sure that our people, our communities, the residents within the community prosper. And it is to your best interest that you give us a call and see how we can make something happen to help better your life, put you in a better space this year, 2017. We just want to put it out there. You've got the hardest hit if you're a current homeowner. You can go to the IllinoisHardestHit.gov and see if you qualify for up to $35,000 to help you stay in your home. We have the Neighborhood Opportunities Fund grant program. We'll be talking about that this Thursday at 1 p.m. at our office at 5820 West Chicago Avenue. And then, as always, we have to find ways to help you become a part of, an engaged part of, a stakeholder in the community that you love. And Chicago, for me, is home. The west side of Chicago, for me, is home. And we just try to do all that we can to help you, not just survive, but live a quality life that you are blessed with, or you should be, open to receive. So I put it like that. And then we need to stop with all of the other programs that prey on individuals that are in a lesser position to possibly seek assistance from elsewhere. We're here to help you. We look for you to engage us as much as possible, the NAACP. We are available by way of our phone number, and once again, 773-261-5890. And we would love to have you as a member. I am Phyllis Logan, once again, your host. I am the first vice president for the Chicago West Side branch, but I'm also the Housing and Economic Sustainability Chair for the Chicago West Side branch. All things that we do relate to housing and economic development. So I will look to see you back here next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. And I really want you to chime in, give us a call with your questions or comments and be a part of the conversation. So thank you and have a good evening.